friends, ladies and gentlemen, on the tubes today is this rather torn apart Master Chef. And again, like I said in the refrigerator, I thought that the brand name was Magic Chef, but obviously it must not be. Or this is just some other brand, I don't know. But this is a Master Chef ice maker. There's the model number. There's the manufacturing date. So it lasted about a year and a half, we'll say, before dying. Now, fortunately, the problem is not with any of the refrigeration system, because that's unfixable. These things cost about $300, I think, brand new, and I think you'd spend more than $300 just in refrigerant to redo one of these. And it's discounting the labor costs. I don't know how cheap this is. Wow. Well, that was just water. I guess it's not. No, the problem actually is much simpler than that, although most people would still throw it out and buy a new one. Right there is a 12-volt DC water pump, and I'm going to see if I can find a clip of the sound that it was making. So what we're going to do, because a new ice maker is $300 and that pump can be had for 20 bucks new, I just went ahead and bought a new pump, except the first sign of the problem is I was supposed to get a new part. It came to me in this, which it's not what I ordered. And check this out. Look how dirty that is. That's not a new part, I'm telling you what. So I'm going to see if I can clean that. Fortunately, I think I don't have to take too much of this apart. I'm probably going to have to pull this fan. And I'm pretty sure that I'm going to have to pull at least one of the zip ties in here. And look at this. Look at the quality control on that. It's just not good. This is the pump right here. You can see it's even labeled pump right there on the electronic board. And that just simply clips off. It's pretty ingenious, actually. This is also a little bit concerning. I hope none of those wires have been nicked. So this is obviously not a new part. This is a used part, and somebody, when they were clipping the zip tie here, they weren't particularly careful about what they were clipping. I presume anyway. I don't know. That's not even in the right position for that. But I think that one zip tie right here should be enough to get me into this unit. I'm going to have to get this out of the way, and then I'm going to have to figure out how to get that pump out. I suppose the other option would be to remove this tubing, but I don't want to deroute that tubing if I don't have to. So maybe what I'll do is I'll flip this around and I'll get the old pump out first. Well, they thought about some aspects of this, but they certainly didn't others. I've got the fan. Well, I do have the fan out, but I've got the pump out. This is the... Nope, that's not the original one. This is the original one here, which I now just threw on the floor because I'm a klutz. One of the screws is in this unit somewhere. Actually, it is right there. So I'm going to have to get that out somehow. I don't have a magnetic screwdriver over here, which would have come in real handy. But irrespective of that, look at where they've got that capillary tubing run. Wow. I hope I didn't nick that, because if I did, we're screwed. And this was a waste of time. That's also kind of a tight fit to get that in there. And I think the way it's supposed to go in there is like this. So, I don't know. I think I'm going to put it in like this, if I can. I don't think there's enough clearance for me to do that. So I'm going to have to put it in upside down. Wow. Well, it's back in place, mostly. I just put this thermocouple back there. Then I can flip this around, put some water in it, and test it, and hopefully it actually works. Oh, I forgot the screws for that motor. I'll have to put those in place too. That looks like that's going to be entertaining without a screwdriver that's got, without a magnetic screwdriver. Well, maybe I can do it anyway. Okay, well I've got it most of the way back together. Let's see if it actually still powers up. Okay. There's no water in it at the moment. I think that's actually worse. Yeah, that's worse. Somehow that's worse. That's pretty pathetic. Well, we'll try it with water anyway. I'm not kidding. That is actually worse than the other one. That's sad. Be prepared for this thing to make a sudden noise. That's not enough water? Are you kidding? Pretty sure that it is. Should be. How much water do you want? Okay. No, I think that's enough. That's the water it's gonna get. Let's see how badly this pisses water all over the place. Oh, now it's working. It still doesn't sound great. I wonder if it made that noise because it was dry. I can tell you for a fact the other one was not dry when it was making that noise. But, okay. Let's see if it actually makes ice. I didn't damage that capillary tubing. And then I'll put the ice bucket back into place. Yeah, basically I'm going to let this thing just run through. So I don't know why it was making that noise earlier. Unless maybe it does just make that noise when it runs dry. But like I said, the other one was making that noise even when there was water in it. So, I don't know. I'm not optimistic about this being a long-term repair. Yeah, you can see in there. For now, at least, it is still making ice. So, I'm going to let this run through whatever is down there. And, I guess we'll go from there. But man, what an oyster can. Like, seriously. Somehow or another, I'm going to have to put the back cover back on this. Yeah, that might be a pain in the butt. At least they're all the screws are on the sides, though. So. If you're wondering how that works, it's basically a reverse refrigeration cycle. Dump all that out, because again, that water is not particularly clean, so I need to clean the pump, and this is the way I can clean the pump, so. But yeah, for brand new, that really doesn't sound all that great. But it's not whining, so I guess there's that. This, by the way, if you're wondering, is what's inside. Not much, really. So I'm not totally sure what all was making that noise, or what would be making that noise. Unless it's the fact that this came off of something. I don't know. But this magnet is what spins around. It's almost like magnetic levitation. So, I thought it was like a standard motor, but I guess it's not. So, I don't know. I don't know how you go about fixing such a thing. I'm gonna just go ahead and close the video with that, because I don't know how long this is gonna take to go through this bucket of water. It could take quite a while. And I'm not really gonna sit here and babysit it, so I guess I'll let it run overnight and see if that solved my problem. And if it didn't, then I'm gonna be speaking with a certain eBay seller that sold me something new, and it clearly wasn't new, but if it still works, I mean, it was 20 bucks, so I don't know how much I care. Like, to be perfectly honest, if it works, it works. And I probably bought myself another maybe year and a half, perhaps. I don't know. We'll call it maybe about half a year before I have to buy another one of these. And maybe I'll be, that'll be probably be around my birthday, so that I'll have some money then that I can blow on something like this. But for right now, it's running, so that's I guess the repair of this Master Chef ice maker after a year and a half. Stupid pump failed. But imagine throwing this away and spending $300 on a new one when you can just buy a $20 pump and it fixes all of your issues. It's just the difficult part is having to do all the work to put it back. But well, it's not leaking. Or if it is leaking, it's doing a pretty good job of not showing that it's leaking, so I'm willing to call that good. Before I close the video, I don't think I actually mentioned it, but you can see one there. There are actually holes punched in the bottom of the chassis to access the screws for that pump. So, like I said, in some ways it's ingenious, and in other ways it's just really not. Thanks for watching. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them below. I'm going to run through all this water that's in here, and then I'll put proper water in it.